Play with your head and heart, man, and you come out on top. Remember, DePaul never quit.
That is Nick Morozis, who was DePaul University's head football coach from 1981 till 2003, and a very good friend of mine. This is Ken Owen from his basement in Avon, Indiana. I record these shows in advance, and so when Nick died on September 16th, the last show was already in the can. Today, the show that's going to air on October 2nd, 2020, we're going to have little snippets of the great Coach Nick, the Chief, throughout, in memory of a guy who impacted so many lives, including a lot of my friends. Nick was felled by COVID, and he's not the first person I've lost to this thing. So first of all, we want to pay tribute to the 200,000 plus people like Nick who lost their lives in this terrible year. But so many of my memories are tied to this man who was 83 years old when he passed away in Greencastle. He came to DePaul my senior year from Northwestern outside of Chicago. And I came to DePaul when I was a freshman 3 years earlier from Hinsdale outside of Chicago. So it seems fitting we start the show today with the band Chicago, one of their lesser-known songs to get the isolation station on probation, some flotation.
Between
91.5 WGRE, your sound alternative. That is Redbone from 1974. Come and Get Your Love. A Native American band from California led by the brothers Pat and Lolly Vasquez. They changed their last name to Vegas as a stage name, and I play that today because Nick Morosis, who we are paying tribute to today, was known as the Chief, and in fact called all of his friends and anyone he met Chief. And when it came to Nick, if you met him on the street, you were a friend immediately. So Come and Get Your Love is a perfect song, remembering the former DePaul football coach who had so many friends in the world, and they will carry on his legacy. Before that, we had Winning by Santana, and the coach compiled a record of 133, 82, and 4. He is the winningest coach in the history of DePaul University. So another good fit. And the show began today with Chicago, questions 67 and 68. And I promise there won't be a 69. No more questions today. It's Ken Owen, the isolation station on probation, a show that began on WGRE, went to the internet, and is now back on WGRE and the internet. These are tough times and not ones we're going to probably look back on too fondly, but one of the upsides to this COVID era, and there are a few of them, is we're getting these musical performances that people are doing virtually that are pretty cool. And a couple of weeks ago, the Go-Go's were on the Today Show from their homes, individually but collectively, playing a classic song we're going to spin right now. We Got the Beat on the isolation station on probation.
Say it all. I said a little, the rest is a riddle. Our night's too short to say it all. Play it again and say it all. You know the punchline. It's all in the punchline. Say it all, play it again and say it all. I said a little, the rest is a riddle. Our night's too short to say it all. Play it again and say it all. You know the punchline, it's all in the punchline.
Old 97's I Got a Time Bomb in My Mind, Mom. Isolation Station on Probation with Sondra Lurke before that. Say It All. Play it again and say it all. I said a little, the rest is a riddle. Love that guy's music from Norway, and the set began with the Go-Go's, recently on the Today Show, doing a virtual version of We Got the Beat. And we got the music and commentary for you from the isolation station on probation, my basement in Avon, Indiana. We're on WGRE 91.5, your sound alternative. We're remembering Coach Nick Morozes today. We'll have a little more from him in a bit. But we also recently lost Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And whatever your politics are, you have to admire her moxie, her background, her fight. I love the fact that she and Antonin Scalia were good friends, even though they're on opposite sides of the aisle. It shows that we can have conversations, which is something we need to remember right now. And I want to celebrate her life and what she represented with a song by Laura Nyro called The Right to Vote. It starts with, "Thank you, sirs, for the right to vote. Bet you didn't know I had a voice in my throat." It continues later, "But I think my place is in a ship from space to carry me the hell out of here." And I think there are days with COVID or whatever else is bothering you. That doesn't sound like a bad option. From her LP, Mother's Spiritual, here is Laura Nyro.
Thank you, sirs, for the right to vote. Bet you didn't know I had a voice in my throat. Now let's see, should I vote for A or B? He talks a lot, but not to me. And we once swore, kill or flunk. Forget the vote, I just go out and get drunk. They say a woman's place is to wait and serve under the veil, submissive and dear. But I think my place is in a ship from space to carry me the hell out of here. Patriarchal, great religions, full of angels, forgiving and fair. While they push the buttons and blow up the place, might as well make room for a worthier race. They say a woman's place is to wait and serve under the veil, submissive and dear. But I think my place is in a ship from space to carry me the hell out of here. All the colors in a recent riot in the land of the free. All the women are on a diet. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. So hungry for peace and quiet. So thank you, sirs, for the right to vote. Microwave and the old main code. Now let's see, should I vote for A or B? It talks a lot, but not to me. The B wants war, kill or flunk. Forget the vote, I just go out and get drunk. You say a woman's place. A woman's place.
Moving forward, using all my breath. Making love to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face, never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference, and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Dream of better life. answer all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. The future's open wide.
I love that guy's music. Jason Faulkner with Stephanie Tells Me from his I'm Okay, You're Okay CD released in Japan. Before that, we had Modern English, I Melt With You, a classic from the 80s. And the set began with Laura Nero from Mother's Spiritual, singing about the right to vote and remembering Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We're also spending time in the show recollecting Nick Morosis, and he will never be forgotten. But Nick was the head football coach at DePaul from 1981 to 2003. I suspect many of you out in the listening audience have interacted with him and perhaps would even say you love him. He touched a lot of lives. He passed away September 16th, and I spent some time going through my old iPhones and found voicemails from Nick. And two things about Nick's voicemails. Number one, he's always, whether he was on the phone or in person, optimistic, upbeat. But you notice that he always says, you don't need to call me back. And he's always thanking you for something. It's a wonderful thing. He was a guy who I don't think ever said a negative thing about anyone. If you started, down that road, he'd go, well, I don't know, Chief. He wouldn't take the bait. But you could tell from his eyes, he might be on the same page, but he just did not deal in negative things. He was a positive thinker, and we all can learn from that. This message is from August 21st, 2015. Football season was getting ready to start. Classic Chief.
Hello, Ken. This is Coach Smith. I just now stopped by your office. It's 4:30, and I know you're busy, so you don't have to call me back. But I've been busier than that. My nephew was visiting, too. And I took him to lunch, but I was busy coaching there, so I didn't finish till about 12:20 today. I was working with that individual kid, but we have great kickers and freshman kickers and punters, man. This one punter, and he's a punter and kicker. He's awesome. And they got a snapper that's awesome. Man, he's doing a great job. But anyway, you don't have to call me back, but we'll go to lunch next week. Okay, Chief? I'll see you. Take care. Bye.
Exactly 7 days later, this one comes in.
Hello, Ken. This is Coach Nick calling you. It's 8:45, and I was wondering if you got today's Friday, if we could have lunch at Moore's there. I'll treat you. I'll try your cell phone, too. See you. Bye.
The Chief is buying, which was not unusual. Nick was always so generous. And I'm going to play you one more. From February 17th, 2017, I had sent Nick an article that day marking the anniversary of the day he was hired in 1981 to head the DePaul football program. And as he often did, he didn't just, read the thing and thank me later. He made a point of reaching out.
You don't have to call me back, Ken. This is Coach Nick calling. And every time I read those, thank you for that. And I said in there we had great facilities. And man, oh man, if that's great facilities back then, now they're magnificent, our facilities here. So, but anyway, you don't have to call me back, but thank you for putting those on there, and you posted something else a week ago too. So you got me going. Thank you for remembering me there, Chief. And I knew that was 36 years ago today that I came to town. I did know that, man. I had that written down on my calendar. But anyway, thank you, and God bless you, and hopefully we'll go to lunch sometime, okay? You take care. Bye.
I'm going to miss those calls and those lunches. The Chief, Nick Morosis, what a great man, what a great friend. We'll have a little bit more from him later on in the show. But it has been a rough year, 2020, losing people like Nick and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and we had Judson Green and Tom Seaver a couple of weeks ago we paid tribute to, and countless others. All we can do is get in the time machine and hit the button that says 1979 on it, when Chic sang These Are the Good Times. And today, in your best Jim Mora voice, you have to ask, these are the good times? Well, they're not, but good times coming, right, my friends?
Good times. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the good times. Good times. These are the good times. Our new state of mind. These are the
along the ground. Dragging my knuckles along the ground. Ever since I've been convinced that every sacred thought is mine, and you were still dragging your knuckles along the ground. Dragging your knuckles along the ground. 'Cause I think I'm there too. I think I'm there too. And when they asked us who will lead, I thought it surely must be me. But I stood up too fast. I stood up too fast. Because as soon as I was lost, the next one in line took my head clean off. 'Cause I stood up too fast. I stood up too fast. I was barely in my teens when I decided I was tired of always like dragging my knuckles along the ground. Dragging my knuckles along the ground. So with all due haste I paced until I got so freaking wired. Forgot I was dragging my knuckles along the ground. Dragging my knuckles along the ground. I thought I was there too. I thought I was there too. And when they asked for volunteers, I must have thought they said drink beers. And I stood up too fast. I stood up too fast. I can't imagine things I can't possibly exist. And then I ran into an ever-expanding list. And when I saw every significant test there is, then I'll move on no matter how many clues I've made. It's so easy to be smart, but it's a struggle to be wise. You shouldn't be always throwing your weight around. Always throwing your weight around. It's much better to be humble than to have a big hat size, or you'll be just begging somebody to take you down. Begging somebody to take you down. You'll be the webman, and you'll be the webman. And right before your very eyes, I have ignored my own advice. 'Cause I stood up too fast. I stood up too fast. And nobody has the slightest choice but to put on
91.5 WGRE. Yeah, as Chic suggested, things were looking good, and then I stood up too fast. You know, it's never wise to be the smartest guy in the room. Or as Todd Rundgren sings in that song, it's so easy to be smart, but it's a struggle to be wise. You shouldn't be always throwing your weight around. It's much better to be humble than have a big hat size, or you'll just be begging somebody to take you down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the senses were working overtime with XTC. This is the Isolation Station on probation. If you're a first-time listener, my name is Ken Owen. I'm broadcasting from my basement in Avon, Indiana, and I just pull CDs off the shelf and try to make some sense out of each show. But it's a lot of fun, and it's a way to while away a little bit of time during the pandemic and hopefully entertain a few of you out there. Yeah, the world's a little off kilter right now, but something is definitely the haps with cats. Here's Material Issue.
Your mother always told you you'd do well at school. Shame she never told you about all the rules. She cut all her hair, got a tattoo. We don't know what we should do. Something's happening to Catherine. Ooh, isn't it strange? Something's happening to Catherine. And Catherine, I just can't explain. Your dad, he said you'd grow up to be the president. Shame he never sold you on what all it meant. She just doesn't care. She got a tattoo. We don't know what we should do. Something's happening to Catherine. Ooh, isn't it strange? Something's happening to Catherine. Catherine, I just can't explain. Mother always tells you you do well in school. A shame she never told you about all the rules. She cut all her hair, got a tattoo. We all know what we should do. Something's happening to Catherine. Ooh, isn't it strange? Something's happening to Catherine. Catherine, I just can't know. Catherine, I just can't know. Catherine, I just can't explain. She changed.
Well, you ask me if I'll forget my baby. I guess I will someday. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You ask me if I'll get along. I guess I will some way. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. God gave me that girl to lean on, then he put me on my own. Heaven help me be a man and have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You ask me if I'll miss her kisses. I guess I will every day. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You ask me if I'll find another. I don't know, I can't say. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. God gave me that girl to lean on, then he put me on my own. Heaven help me be a man and have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way.
They found us sitting under the water. Gotta get my hands on something new. You don't want to be without this. Something isn't adding up. Decide my past, find my life. Don't ask questions 'cause I don't know why. Someone didn't wanna know their name. Drifted, you don't wanna know what's going down. Even though I really like your place, somehow we don't have to know each other's name. They found us sitting under the water. I began to listen to your eyes. You don't want to live without it, leaving others in a bind. Decide my past, find my life. Don't ask questions 'cause I don't know why. Someone didn't wanna know their name. Drifted, you don't wanna know what's going down. Even though I really like your place, somehow we don't have to know each other's name. Someone who didn't wanna know their name. Drifted, you don't wanna know what's going down. Even though I really like your place, somehow we don't have to know each other's name. Decide my past, find my life. Don't ask questions 'cause I don't know why. I don't listen, I don't speak. Or list the talent, but I don't know why.
You are tuned to WGRE Greencastle. That's what they call a legal ID in the bidnet. And we heard from the Strokes, Tap Out from their Come Down Machine record, Johnny Cash. Guess Things Happen That Way from 1958. That song was #1 on the country charts for 8 weeks that year. And from one of the Yellow Pills compilations, that was Material Issues starting things out with Something's Happening with Catherine. Something's happening with each of us, I imagine, and I hope you're handling these days about as well as you can. Little victories are big victories in this environment, I suppose. And you got to keep wishing and hoping. These dreams, they keep me going these days. Here's Jim Croce.
Once we were lovers, but somehow things have changed. Now we're just lonely people trying to forget each other's names. Now we're just lonely people trying to forget each other's names. What came between us? Maybe we were just too young to know. But now and then I feel the same. And sometimes at night I think I hear you calling my name. These dreams, they keep me going these days. Once we were lovers, but that was long ago. We lived together then, and now we do not even say hello. We lived together then, and now we do not even say hello. What came between us? Maybe we were just too young to know. But now and then I feel the same. And sometimes at night I think I hear you calling my name. These dreams, they keep me going these days. What came between us? Maybe we were just too young to know. Now and then I feel the same. And sometimes at night I think I hear you calling my name. These dreams, they keep me going these days.
The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. While combing my hair now and wondering what dress to wear now, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for you. I run for the bus, dear. While riding, I think of us, dear. I say a little prayer for you. At work, I just take time, and all through my coffee break time, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me.
I say a little prayer for you. shaking up? Could it be hanging around enough? No one was fooling when they told about the sense and sensibility in moving on. Oh, that it seems that we're living life. Did you fail when you found that you paid the price? Hope it wasn't lost in an honest truth, so the past doesn't break all that we've been through. Every little thing that you did was right, but who knows what you did on the day you cried endlessly. Oh, you cried endlessly. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. What could I say to you? Oh, when making the waves was left unconscious. I didn't mean to tell you why, but you harbored all defenses, and you're making it hard to bring that hope back for you and I. Oh, that it seems that we're living life. Did you fail when you found that you paid the price? Hope it wasn't lost in an honest truth, so the past doesn't break all that we've been through. Every little thing that you did was right, but who knows what you did on the day you cried endlessly. Oh, you cried endlessly. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Oh, that it seems that we're living life. Did you fail when you found that you paid the price? Hope it wasn't lost in an honest truth, so the past doesn't break all that we've been through. Every little thing that you did was right, but who knows what you did on the day you cried endlessly. Oh, you cried endlessly. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message. Take a message from my love.
If you like groove music, that is a record I would highly recommend. Remy Shand, R-E-M-Y-S-H-A-N-D. Take a Message. Before that, Dionne Warwick doing Burt Bacharach and Hal David's I Say a Little Prayer for You, and I Do. And the set began with Jim Croce from Life and Times, These Dreams. Ken Owen from the Isolation Station on probation in Avon, Indiana, over WGRE 91.5, your sound alternative. Yep, we're in October and steamrolling toward Election Day and Christmas, and gosh, pretty soon it'll be 2021, and hopefully fortunes will change radically in terms of this COVID thing. This is beyond old, but I have a feeling we'll be talking about this after the calendar changes. But gotta live in the here and now, and we will be doing a full-on Halloween show in a couple of weeks. But for now, a taste of jack-o'-lanterns and trick-or-treating and what's to come. It's Atlanta Rhythm Section. Spooky. Woo!
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting
first you say no, got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you are thinking. And if some fella looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be a winking. I get confused 'cause I don't know where I stand, and then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky, spooky, yeah, yeah. If you decide someday to stop this little game that you are playing, I'm gonna tell you all that my heart's been a dying to be saying. Just like a ghost, you've been a haunt my dreams, so I'll propose on Halloween. Baby, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Oh, spooky, yeah.
beautiful weather's in a strange. Stay here with me Things went wrong today, bad news came my way. I woke up to find that I had blew my mind. Western Union man, bad news in his hand, knocking at my door, selling me the score. 15 cents a word to read, a telegram I didn't need. Says she doesn't care no more, think I'll throw it on the floor. Got your cable just today, kill my groove, I've got to say. Western Union. Now you've gone away, and how it's sad to say you've gone. I remember what they said, now I'm going out of my head. Telegram just had to say, you've learned your lesson all the way. Telegram just had to say, you've learned your lesson all the way. Western Union. I'll be on my way, 'cause there's another girl for me. I'll be sure of her, and things will be as they were.
We got spooky there with the Atlanta Rhythm section. Then we had the Lemon Twigs from their brand new record, The One. And we wrap things up with The Five Americans, Western Union. And my dad, in about 1967, 68, maybe 69, bought a mail order record. My dad had a pretty eclectic music collection, imagine that. But it veered toward, the stuff that parents listen to. But he had the occasional Simon and Garfunkel record. But he must have seen an ad on TV and ordered this record that had like 22 tracks on it. And one was Tommy James, I Think We're Alone Now, Shondells. And this song, Western Union, was on there. So I remember the song that dee-dee-dee-dee-dee coming out of our stereo when I was a wee lad of 7 or 8, maybe 9, and fun to play that song now. Ken Owen from the Isolation Station on Probation in Avon, Indiana. We are using this show, among other things, to remember my good friend and the good friend of many out there, Nick Morozes, the former DePaul football coach and legend who died on September 16th of COVID. And we're all really missing him already, and we're going to miss him going forward. But one of the great things is he left us so many messages. And he was chosen in 2004, which is the spring after he coached his final game as head coach at DePaul, to be the commencement speaker. And the speech is full of Nickisms, and I'm not going to play the whole thing here, but I did pull a snippet that I think embodies the man and some of his messages. As I said earlier, what an optimistic guy. And as you'll hear him say, a little bit of attitude can go a long way in our lives. So from May 23rd, 2004, in Neal Fieldhouse, because it rained that day and we had to go indoors, which is never fun. But the chief, Nick Morozes, speaking to DePaul University's class of 2004.
Attitude. Surely maintaining a positive attitude and living up to your abilities will help you win the game of life. And you can have great abilities, but if you lack the proper attitude, your ultimate success will not be realized. Any leader or boss, or parent or teacher or coach will take one's attitude over one's ability anytime. Attitude is not just the way you think, it's the way you live. Attitude is the all-inclusive term. Everything leading to success begins with your attitude. I truly believe that your attitude reflects your motivation reflects your performance, and your performance is going to reflect your success. Your attitude may have the greatest impact of all in your game of life. And the great thing is you determine your attitude. Since you have that choice, why wouldn't you choose a positive attitude? It has been said that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% on how you react to it. You are in charge of your attitude, so don't allow adversity to affect it. That's Tiger Pride. To win the game of life, you better have character, integrity, and honesty to help enforce your positive attitude. Aristotle said that character is the life of right conduct. You will enjoy success if you apply Tiger Pride to whatever you do. If you have the courage of the tiger, the pride of the tiger, your personal commitment to excellence in anything you do will lead you to a roaring success in the game of life. You will have the eye of the tiger if you play the game of life with your head and your heart, and you'll know Tiger Pride, baby. Congratulations and the best of luck to each and every one of you. Go for it.
Again, that's May 23rd, 2004. On the anniversary of the speech in 2017, I sent Nick a link to the clip, just as I did oftentimes to people at DePaul to remind them of kind of important moments in DePaul history. And he, per usual, replied with this voicemail, which came in 2 days later.
Hello, Ken, this is old Coach Nick calling you. You don't have to call me back, but after you put that on there about May 23rd, 2004, I went back and listened this afternoon. I finally listened to my talk again, and got me fired up. Just going over it again, but I was a little too long. But they said 15, 20 minutes. That's about 20 minutes. But anyway, and Marilyn said, the only bad thing about that, she says, you should have done it without the notes. I said, Marilyn, I couldn't remember that many pages, man, or that many, all those thoughts in that order. So anyway, thank you a million, Chief. You got me fired up. I listened to it again. So thank you very, very much, okay? And all that you do a heck of a job. And sometime we'll get together for lunch, okay? Take care. And like I said, you don't have to call me back. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.
I know I'm among a sea of people when I say I'm going to miss that man very much. Nick Morosis, rest in peace. Thanks for all you did for so many, and you will always be a DePaul University legend.
When your body is coming apart at the seams and the whole thing's feeling low, you're convincing yourself that there's nobody there. I know how you feel, like somebody has taken the wheels off your car when you had somewhere to go. Well, it's annoying not going to get very far, I know, but somebody cares. There's always someone somewhere you should know by now. Always somebody who cares. It's happening day in, day out. Well, you know by now. Always somebody who cares. And if you don't know it, how will it find you? How will we know your whereabouts? But I know how you feel. I know how you feel, like somebody has taken the wheels off your car frustrated, not going to get very far. I know, but somebody cares. There's always someone somewhere you should know by now. Always somebody who cares. It's happening day in, day out. Well, you know by now. Always somebody who cares. And if you don't know it, how will it find you? How will we know your whereabouts? But I know how you feel.
Let him start all over again.
I could not love you enough. Anything you could say, I could do. We are enormous. Love is my pride. I could not love you enough. Even if you were born out of wedlock on a thorn. Fuck the world, we are the universe. Love is the strangest tick-tock. I could not love you enough. I should be thinking of you. I could not love you enough. I must be with you only. I could not love you enough. I could not love you enough. I could not love you enough. I could not love you enough to last a lifetime. I could not love you enough to last a lifetime. I could not love you enough. I could not love you enough. I could not love you
That is a brand new bonus track. Sondra Lurke, who we heard from earlier in the program. Since I started recording this very episode, he announced he's releasing an expanded version of his Patience record, and that is a bonus track called I Could Not Love You Enough. Did not make the original record, but it's beautiful, and happy to share it with you today. Before that, we had The Band from their Stage Fright LP, which was engineered by Todd Rundgren. That's the title track, of course, and Paul McCartney's Someone Who Cares from his Tug of War record. It's Ken Owen from Avon, Indiana on WGRE 91.5, your sound alternative. And here's another relatively new song. I was poking around on social media last night and realized that Semisonic, led by Dan Wilson, a terrific songwriter, had released their first new song in 20 years. I think it came out in July, sometime over the summer. But I found it, and we're going to share it here. It is really a great message song for the moment we're in. You've always known there's someone out there watching as you go. Just a feeling. You're not alone.
Everybody knows that the world is wrong. The only thing to do is write a song. That's one way to take a wrong and make it all right. So drink up your time, take a pill for the pain. Come out of the dark and in from the rain. I wanna see your face in the glow of the firelight. The water's warm, and no one ever told you life was long. And believe it, you've always known there's someone out there watching as you go. Just a feeling, you're not alone. Gaze in my eyes and tell me I'll be alright, even if I don't get what I need tonight. Sometimes the complexity gets a little complex, but other times it's easy as baking a pie, falling off a log and live until you die. What would even be the point if we knew what comes next? The water's warm, and no one ever told you life was long. And believed it, you've always known there's someone out there watching as you go. Just a feeling, you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay, dance, love, pray to the beat. Make a little poem you can sing in the street. Who you gonna believe, the TV or your beating heart? You wanna fight the power or tell it the truth? You better take the fight to the voting booth. Sharpen your senses, cause you're gonna have to see in the dark. The water's warm, and no one ever told you life was long. And believe it, you've always known there's someone out there watching as you go. Just a feeling, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not
Blacktops burning, heat waves rise. Pick up my shovel, put my back to the grind. Got another job at Flagstaff, and this one's paved. I work the freeway, the pay's alright, but I can't get you off my mind, 'cause every stretch of highway ends the same. All roads lead to you. I thought I could forget, but it's no use. Your memory is there wherever I go, whatever I do. All roads lead to you. The boss says one more mile to go. That's one always goes so slow. If I could just turn off my mind, I'd be alright. But I keep wondering what went wrong. Who's holding you now that I'm gone? There's not a minute that goes by you don't cross my mind. All roads lead to you. I thought I could forget, but it's no use. Your memory is there wherever I go, whatever I do. All roads lead to you. The sun's getting to me. I think I see you in every car that passes by. No way around it, I'll always love you. Any fool can read the signs. All roads lead to you. I thought I could forget, but it's no use. Your memory is there wherever I go, whatever I do. All roads lead to you. All roads lead to you. I thought I could forget, but it's no use. Your memory is there wherever I go, whatever I do. All roads lead to you. All roads lead to you. I thought I could forget, but it's no use. Your memory is there wherever I go, whatever I do. All roads lead to
Oh, girl, I'll be in trouble if you leave me now. I don't know where to look for love. I don't know how. Oh, girl, they say I can depend on you. You give me love when I need it. Right on time, you will always be here. People say I'm a fool. They say let somebody take care of you. So I try to be hip, but think like the crowd. But the crowd ain't gonna help me now. No, ain't gonna help me. Oh, girl, pain will double if you leave me now. I don't know where to look for love, and I don't know how. Oh, baby, yeah. Ooh. Oh, girl. People say I'm a fool. They say let somebody take care of you. So I try to be hip and think like the crowd. But the crowd ain't gonna help me now. Ain't gonna help me. Whoa, the crowd ain't gonna help me now. Oh, girl, I'm in trouble if you leave me now. 'Cause I don't know where to look for now. And I don't know how.
There's a story behind that song. That's Daryl Hall and John Oates covering the Shy-Lights, Oh Girl. I had that on my computer. I'm not sure how it got there. It's a live version, unreleased, but seemed like a great song to share with you today. Before that, we had Steve Wariner, who is from Noblesville, Indiana, a 1981 country hit called All Roads Lead to You, which has a Jimmy Webb, Glenn Campbell feel to it. And the set began with Semisonic, You're Not Alone, and You're Not, and I'm not. And it's good that we hang together during these tricky times. Seasons are changing. Yeah, we're into fall now, and fall and October mean you start thinking about Great Pumpkins and Vince Guaraldi. Classic stuff. It's Your Dog, Charlie Brown. Just a little gyration left in the isolation station as we see the depot in the distance. The Grassroots with Temptation Eyes, and before that, Vince Guaraldi with some Charlie Brown music to lighten our spirits as the leaves turn orange and brown and begin their descent from the trees. It's Ken Owen from Avon, Indiana, saying goodbye on this, the 23rd isolation station broadcast we've had, and the 17th since we went on probation. Not sure we'll ever get off probation. The authorities are having deep discussions about that. But your participation in the isolation station, whether it's on probation or not, is very much appreciated. Thanks for tuning in again this week. I'll be back again next Friday, and going to leave you today with some Emmett Rhodes from his last record. Emmett died over the summer, and this record was recorded about 35, 36 years after his last record in the 70s had been made. So it's pretty special stuff. A wistful yet beautiful song to end the show. Thanks for tuning in once again. Ken Owen saying goodbye, and take care.
Whenever I'm worried and I'm feeling low, when problems are many and I'm all alone, when all the world's troubles are too much to bear, well, that's when I break down and I wish you were here. Isn't it so? Isn't it? Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you? Isn't it so? Isn't it? Oh, isn't it? I'm still trying to please you, even though you're not here. Still talking to you, even though you can't hear. And the more I deny it, the more that it's true. There's hardly a moment I'm not thinking of you. Isn't it so? Isn't it? Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you? Isn't it so? Isn't it? Well, isn't it? Just when you think you've lost your heart, that's when the pain begins to start. Isn't it so? Isn't it? Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you? Isn't it